Hey guys, I am going to put together a little video for you that goes over the assignments that we have right here, these evaluating expressions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of these work the same, so I'm only going to make one video and go over it with you so that you can see how to work some of these problems. This is mainly for those of you who are virtual, or if you need to take a look at it later on because you forgot how to do something. I'm going to go over assignment. I'm going to go over the first assignment with you the most, and then I'm going to point out some things on the other ones so that you can be aware of those. Also, don't forget every day to do the student check-in form for me. All right, so let's go to, let me go to right here, evaluating expressions 1. And we're going to preview that worksheet so that you can see it. All right. Now, most of you, when you came in, I gave you the example of, I asked you if you played sports. And if you did, what does it mean when you substitute in for another player? It simply means that you go take the place of another person. So we're going to be evaluating some algebraic expressions by replacing them or substituting in or taking the place of one of these letters. Let's see. Let me get a document up here. All right, we want a blank document. We want to make it a little bit smaller over here. Okay. And I'm just going to type some stuff on here for you so that you can see how to do these problems. We're looking at this first one right here, m plus 5q. All right, that is our expression that we want to simplify. So, or we want to, I'm sorry, not simplify, evaluate. So we have m plus 5 times q. All right, now if you'll look right here, m is equal to 1. You know what? I'm going to make this bigger because I know that some of your screens, you're going to have a really tough time seeing that if I don't make it bigger. There we go. All right, now right here, m is equal to 1 and q is equal to 5. All right, so we're going to go right down below it, and that m we're going to replace with a 1. And then we have the number 5. All right, and that q we're going to replace with right here a 5. So all we did is substitute in for the m and the q. Now we're going to have to decide what we do first here. Remember we have, let's go right here, your order of operations. And this is on our math website, moravitsmathletes.weebly.com, and you go to resources and study materials. First, you have to do anything in parentheses, then anything with an exponent, then you multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So let's go here. First of all, two numbers side by side, that means you multiply them. You could also express it as 5 times 5 with an x in the middle, the 5x5, or you could do it with the dot, 5.5. But anytime there's two numbers side by side, just like this, that means you multiply. So we have 1 plus, and if we multiply that out, 5 plus 5 is 25. So our answer is 25 plus 1, or 26. And all you do is type that in right here. All right, so we got 26. Now, the second problem on here, a little bit more complicated because it has an exponent. This 3 right here, that means to the third power. So we're going to say y minus x, and it's raised to the third power. So we're going to do that just like that. All right, now, well, x is equal to 1, so everywhere there's an x, we're going to substitute in a 1. Y is equal to 3. Okay, so we're going to say y is 3 minus x is 1, and all of that, again, is to the third power. Now, what does it mean if something is to the third power? That does not mean that you multiply it times 3. It means you multiply the same number 3 times. So let's finish working this out. 3 minus 1 is 2. And we're going to raise that to the, I'm sorry, we're going to raise it to the third power, just like that. We need to do this. Make it all the same size. Let's take that out. Okay, let's do this. 2. There we go. Now we can make it bigger. I just wanted it to be bigger so you can see it. I don't know if it is. All right, we're going to do that. And it's raised to the, ooh, that's not the right one. We don't want that one. Let's take that off. All right, I'm going to make this look right for you guys. I promise. 2 to the third power. Now we got it. All right. So that does not mean 2 times 3. That means you multiply 2. Oh, we got to take that off. That's why. That means that we multiply the number 2 times 2 times, I'm not typing very well here, 2. All right. So 2 times 2 times 2. Well, 2 times 2 right here gives us 4. And then 4 times 2 gives us 8. All right, so 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So your answer over here is 8. All right, we're going to do one more example. All right, so now we have Q. We got to take that off. Here, let's do this. I got to undo that. Okay, now. Oh, that looks so much better. Okay, now we have Q times P plus 2. All right, and on that one, Q is equal to 3 and P is equal to 4. So again, we're just going to substitute in. Everywhere there's a Q, we're going to put a 3. And everywhere there's a P, we're going to put a 4. All right. Well, what do we do first? Well, we go back to our resources here. We do what's inside the parentheses first. So let's see what's in the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we have 4 plus 2. So that's going to be the same thing as 3 times 4 plus 2 is 6. All right. So what is 3 times 6? 3 times 6 is 18. We're going to put that right here. All right, we're going to do one more example just to make sure that everybody has a clear picture of what to do. This next one is y plus y minus x. All right, and x is 6, because you see that right here, and y is 5. All right, so let's backspace that a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to fix this. Give me a second. Margins. Okay, now we can see it. All right, y plus y minus x. All right, well, the letter y should be replaced with the number 5. So we have 5 plus, and then we have another y, so that's 5, and then minus x is 6. All right, so all you do is you simply add and subtract. Well, you have 5 plus 5 is 10, minus 6 is 4. So you type in a 4 right here. All right, that is how you work all of these. Anytime you have a division problem, if it doesn't come out to something even, you can put your answer in fraction form. For example, if your answer is 9 divided by 2, you could do it like this. Let's say your answer to a problem is 9 over 2 because it's 9 divided by 2. Well, you can put it in like that, or you can put it in as 4.5. either way, because when you divide 9 by 2, you get 4.5. All right. That is how you do these. When you finish, make sure you click I'm done. Then make sure you go back to Google Classroom and turn it in with a score on it. Let's take a look at the other worksheets just to make sure you know what to do. Evaluating expressions 2 is much like that one. Right down here, notice it says this answer has 1 decimal place. That means you can put it in as the fraction, or you can put it in with the 1 decimal place. I'd prefer the decimal place on this one, but it does not matter to me. Do not let this part confuse you that there are parentheses around these. It's just telling you that C is equal to 6. So number 1 is going to be 6 minus 6. So 6 minus 6 gives you 0. Okay? I don't see any exponents on these to be aware of. All right, let's look at evaluating expressions 3. Preview. Again, don't get confused by the parentheses here. I do not see any exponents on this one either. So make sure that you're putting your answers in. Let's see, evaluating 4. Let's preview that one. Now this one has some exponents. So let's look at number 6. It says z to the 4th divided by z. All right, well, z to the 4th power means you're going to multiply z. Let me get this on here. Z to the 4th where's it at? Oh, there we go. So z to the 4th power means you're going to say that's the same thing as z. I need to take the exponent off. There we go. That's the same as z times, or let's see. Yeah, let's do it that way. Z, let's do it in parentheses so you can see it better. Z times z times z times z. All right, z times z times z times z. All right, and then let's look at it and see what was the rest of the problem on that. Z to the 4th divided by z. Okay, so all of that, and then you're going to divide it divided by z. Okay, well, let's take a look at it, and it says z is 1. So you have 1 times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1. And then you take that 1 and you divide it by 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. I'm looking to see, I don't see any more. Okay, here's an exponent right here on this one. So let's take a look at that one. All right, we have u divided by u squared. All right, so we have u divided by u to the 2nd power. All right, so that is simply the same as u divided by u times u, because we have to have 2 of them. All right, and if u is equal to 2, so our problem is 2 divided by 2 times 2. So we have 2 divided by 4. 2 divided by 4, well, what does that give you? That gives you 1/2. Or 0.5. Either way is how you can put that answer in. All right, so that was, let's see, what was that one? That was evaluating expressions 4. So let's take one more look. Evaluating expressions 5 is the same. I see an exponent here. This one means 2 minus a. You're going to put that down. And then since it's to the second power, you're going to multiply it times 2 minus a. 2 minus a times 2 minus a. Then you're going to sub in your 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then you're going to multiply that again. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. All right. On these, if you have fractions, if you have decimal places in your answer, round to the nearest hundredth. That's 2 places after the decimal. All right. I think that is all you need to know on these. That will help you get through them. And I'm going to stop the video so that we can get this posted for you. You guys did a really good job on this in class, but you can use this if you need any help at all, or you can ask me.